This is NewsNation Now. I'm Nichole, Berlie, live at our Chicago headquarters, and we begin this Wednesday in Washington, D.C., where right now the House Homeland Security Committee is holding a hearing on cyber threats. And it comes on the heels of a major release by this same committee detailing the dangers of terrorism in the U.S. and the challenges of finding and stopping it before it happens. The so-called terror threat snapshot focuses heavily on the threat of jihadist networks, saying between April 2021 and now, there have been more than 50 such cases across 30 states. The most recent, of course, being that New Year's attack in New Orleans, where a military veteran radicalized by ISIS plowed through Bourbon Street in a pickup truck, killing 14 people and injuring even more. NewsNation's McHugh has been poring over this new report since it was released just hours ago. Joins us live. Rich, what more can you tell us?
Hi, Nichole. Well, it's certainly a sobering report about the persistent terror threat we face here in the United States from these jihadi groups and homegrown jihadi groups. It says our security is in a state of disrepair. It also says we have an immense amount of work to bolster our homeland security. The report is a terror snapshot from the House Committee on Homeland Security Subcommittee on Counterterrorism and Intelligence. Between April 2021 and January 2025, there have been over 50 jihadist cases in the U.S., including dozens of attempts to provide material support to ISIS, providing material support to Hezbollah and al-Qaeda, receiving military training from ISIS and Hezbollah, and vehicle ramming attacks. It specifically calls out attacks like the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans, where ISIS-inspired Shamsu-Jabbar rammed a truck through a crowd, killing 14. Jabbar had posted videos on social media proclaiming support for ISIS. The report lists a number of other notable developments, terror incidents on U.S. soil. Just 2 weeks earlier, that was in June 2024, 8 Tajikistani nationals were arrested in New York, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles with alleged ties to ISIS. They illegally crossed the U.S. border and were suspected of plotting a terror attack on U.S. soil. So this is obviously very concerning and sobering. Nichole.
So, Rich, does this report give us any sense of just how many of these potential terrorists are coming across our southern border?
Yes, it does, and it's not a pretty sight. Just 2 weeks after that 2024 June incident, they came up with data that says they've identified, Department of Homeland Security has identified over 400 migrants who were brought across the U.S. border over the past 3 years. Were through an ISIS-affiliated human smuggling network. And here's the most troubling part. They still have yet to account for at least 50 of these people who came across the border. So, again, not a pretty sight. Nichole.
All right. Rich McHugh live for us. Rich, thank you. Joining me now. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.